What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Torque Right. Eric here. So we're back on the RX-8 still. Today we're going to be focusing on painting our door jambs. We got to paint the back of the car underneath where the trunk is. Got all the back of this as well. So I still need to cover everything up so we can get that all painted. You can see all the crap I got in here. Also don't want to get paint in there. So anyways, it's crazy windy outside and I can't really set up my paint booth currently out there because it's so windy. So I'm going to do it the old school method like I did when I painted the bike. I got my 2x4s over there. We're going to make a little makeshift paint booth in here, but it works out well because then I can have an intake and an outlet exhaust fan while we paint. So that'll work well. So first thing we're going to do again, we're going to get this all masked off so we can get everything painted. These are all sanded down. We just need to clean them up. Once we get it masked off, I'll probably off camera, maybe not, build the frame for the paint booth, and then after that, we'll get to painting. So, let's get to work. Alright, you guys, so we got the car all taped off. It looks pretty good overall. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it'll do just fine. Got both sides taped off. Gas cap areas taped off. Trunk's taped off. That looks good. Now, I wish I could take the bike outside because I'd have extra room, but it is very windy, and I don't want to take the chance of that getting knocked over. No one likes that. So this side's all done. It looks good. I started putting the frame up for the 2x4 little paint booth. I need to go get a couple more 2x4s. This booth is going to be a little bit larger than when I did the bike because there's a car in here. So that's no big deal. So as soon as I get back, I'll put the other 2x4s up. I'll put the painter's plastic wrap all the way around the enclosure. We'll go ahead and clean up the surfaces on the car itself, and then we'll get to painting. But this is taking forever. So anyways, let's get back to it. What's going on, guys? So we got the car all situated in our makeshift paint booth. It's pretty good. We got fans, we got an intake and an outlet fan, so we don't have to worry about trash in our paint. So now that we got this all set up, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and use our prep ball. We're gonna clean all the surfaces off. They're not too bad. I mean, they got some dust on them from when I cleaned them off. So we'll clean those off. Once we get those cleaned up, go ahead and mix some primer. Let's go ahead and start spraying. So let's get to it. What's going on, guys? It's the next day, so we went ahead and we took the paint booth down. We managed to get all of our jams painted, so those look pretty good. Got a little bit of trash in them. It's not too bad though. I think overall it looks fairly decent. So we also got gas cap area painted up nicely. We got the back of the car painted up pretty decent. So that looks pretty good overall. Happy with that. And then on the other side, it looks pretty good as well. It's not too bad. I do need to figure out my trash situation because I don't like how much trash I've gotten in the paint, but given the areas that we got some trash in, I think we'll be okay because it's, you know, it's door jam plus that one piece covers through there, so you're not going to see most of it. But I think overall it looks pretty good, so we're happy with that. So today's main focus is trying to get the doors on. Once we get the doors on, try to get the gas cap area, the little cover back on that as well, and then we need to try to get our hinges on for our trunk, put the little trunk lid on. And then after that, the focus is going to be on the engine bay, so we can sand that down, prime it, and then paint it. Then once we're done there, we can throw our front fenders on. We can start disassembling our rear bumper, our front bumper, so we can paint the kind of little jams in there, install those on the car, then start prepping the car for paint. So anyways, it's going to be a busy day, so let's get to work. Alright, you guys, so we got the doors mounted on the car. I think it looks pretty good. I think the gaps are fairly well. This doesn't look too bad down here. I didn't actually take the main mounts off of the rear door here, so it essentially was in the same location it came off of. Once I get a second pair of hands, I'll kind of readjust the doors on this side. Now, the other side, I'm not terribly thrilled about the other side, but again, I need another set of hands. So on the other side, you can see it pushes in a bit more than I'd like right there. And then on the bottom, it actually sticks out right here more than this side. But part of that might be because I don't have every piece installed yet. So once I get another set of hands, again, I'll do some adjusting on the doors. And then on the other side of the car, we did get the gas cap reinstalled. So that looks good. It works just fine, so I'm happy about that. And then we did get the trunk installed. Also happy about that. It works just fine. I still got the little yellow nipples there. No big deal. But overall, I'm happy about that. The gaps on the trunk look good, so we can live with that. So the next thing we're gonna do is really focus on the engine bay, because I really want to get the engine bay painted today. So I need to get the hood, the wing, take it outside, get it out of the way, and then we're going to focus on sanding the entire engine bay down so we get that primered. We got to tape off like the brake booster. I think we've got a couple of things to pull out of there, but overall it's essentially ready to be painted. So I'm excited to get on that. So let's get to work. Alright you guys, so we got a little makeshift paint booth going on. Now I'm not terribly worried about things because, well, we're just painting the engine bay for now. So the next thing I'm going to do, I've already sanded this, I've cleaned it up. I'm going to get the prep ball. I'm going to clean it down one last time before I start primering it. And then after that, I'll start spraying the base coat and clear coat on top of that. So it should be pretty good. It's kind of annoying that as soon as I start pulling anything out to start painting, the wind went from 0 to 100, so that's convenient. But that's okay. I think I might have found a paint booth I might be able to rent out before too long. So whenever I paint the whole car, hopefully I can get in there to do that. So anyways, the next thing you're going to see me doing is spraying some epoxy primer and then some base coat. So let's get back to it. Check it out, you guys. So we got the engine bay painted. She looks pretty darn fresh. Now, there is a little bit of trash in there. It's okay. Again, it's the engine bay. It's going to get dirty, but it looks pretty good. She's still pretty wet. Even the floor is still kind of sticky for the most part. Now, one thing I did notice that I should have paid more attention to was the plastic wrap was sitting right here. All the black primer that was sprayed on there, when I sprayed the clear, really flaked off. You can see there's some black pieces in there. Now, it's not going to be that big of a deal because that's going to be all covered up anyways in front of the windshield. You got the fender on the side, so it's not that big of a deal. And we're going to use this car to go drifting. So this doesn't have to be a spick and span paint job, but whenever we do go spray the whole car, we're definitely going to focus on keeping the paint clean. Keep as much trash out of there as we can. But overall, I'm really happy with this. I think it looks quite nice. She's gleaming. Fresh paint. That's my favorite. I love it. So, it's getting late on me. I'm going to go eat some pizza. And then I will catch you guys first thing in the morning. What's going on, guys? It's the next day. So, we got the engine bay painted. As you can see, she looks pretty good. She's fairly dry for the most part. Now, today, I need to focus on getting this front subframe outside. I need to get it cleaned up. I need to get sanded down, and then I need to put some Pour 15 on it so I can get this car a rolling chassis so I can start focusing on the body work. And once I get the car sanded down, then we can start looking to paint the whole car. Now, something I didn't show you guys yet is that I happened to get all the parts for the old swap kit in. I need to pull them out. I need to get them pour 15 as well. Well, sprayed pour 15 on there. But first things first, let's get this front subframe outside. Let's get it cleaned up. And let's spray some pour. So let's get to it. Alright you guys, that's it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We got a lot done in the old RX-8. We got the engine bay painted. We got underneath the trunk painted, under the doors painted, and the jams painted. We got the subframe pour 15. We got that covered on there as well. Now, I did go ahead and I stuck the subframe on the car, so we're going to be taking this elsewhere to paint for the whole body. So, need to get it mobile. I still need to put the front lowering springs on the front of the car, but I'm not too worried about it right now because the subframe is going to come back out of the car anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. But the next thing we're going to be focusing on in the next episode is body work. So I need to get the front fenders installed in the car. The little jams on the front fenders, I need to get those painted, then get the hood installed, and then we can really focus on sanding down the entire car and painting it. But as I said, this car is going to go elsewhere so I can paint it somewhere else other than here. So if you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Throw any comments down below that you have for the old RX-8. Now, we are getting back on the Jeep build eventually. Whole COVID-19 thing, scaring the world, has kind of stopped us from finishing on that. But that's going to be coming back. I have been working on another little project in the background, rhymes with 454 in Monte Carlo, but that's for another episode. So as always, guys, thanks for watching.